It, ladies and gentlemen, yours truly introducing Generation Games, a very special episode of Solo Rental Reviews. Oh my goodness, it is so good to be here at the Unknown Theater. I have been sick for the last 4 days and it was awful, but I'm not going to talk about that. I'll save that for the next time I get up on here to talk about my stand up. Fucking guys, out of nowhere, right? This is what has happened in the gaming sphere, right? I'm gonna check to make sure that this is like on the stream, just because like, are we recording, Carl? Yes, we are. We're recording. Yay! Okay, so gaming news for this week, because it has been a fucking week and a half. So Xbox has announced their price increasing, and possibly a new next gen console to compete with the PS5, and that may make the PS6 come out a couple years sooner. We don't know yet. The PS5, PlayStation has been silent on the like price increase issue. Nintendo and Xbox have been freaking very vocal. But out of nowhere, right, where $80 games have become sort of mainstream, and like we're basically seeing this price increase everywhere with even retro modern gig remasters, what we see? Oblivion, this 20-year-old game, comes out of nowhere, and it is flawlessly flawlessly the same experience you had 20 years ago. Like, God, like, so in Oblivion, which is the Elder Scrolls 4, yes, I always get mixed up with the numbers with these because it's no Roman numerals. In the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion, you start out as this prisoner, and so in Oblivion, it's like Dungeons and Dragons where you pick your race, and no matter what race you pick, right, the guy across from you, this dark elf, is like, hey, hey, human, fuck you. Your own
Hmm.
people put you in here. Fuck you, you fucking weirdo. What are you doing? And like, so in my mind, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna pick a dark elf and like see what this guy says now. And he's like, hey, do you have a wife back in Morrowind? I'm getting out in a couple weeks. Why don't I keep a company? And it's like, oh, you son of a bitch. Like
Hmm.
he like cuts you the deepest. Like if you're even his own, it's just like God. Like fucking, and this guy, right, like he sees immediately after he talks shit to you, the emperor and a bunch of guards walk in saying, wait, he was not supposed to be in here. And like they walk in and the emperor's like, I saw you from my dreams. And they're like, okay, I guess he's coming with us now, give him a sword. And it's like, okay, like, and you even ask the emperor, like, and he's like, it is okay, no matter what you've done before, it has all been forgiven. It's like, motherfucker, all right then. Like, I don't know what the main character of Oblivion did, but like, dude fucking got off. Like, the emperor just gave it to him. And like you go through a bunch of like tunnels right through the prison that are supposed to like, help you escape the assassins, and the emperor gets us killed no matter what you do. Like, people have literally given the emperor, like, gone into the source code and given the emperor like full health, and the game just won't let you. Like, he has to die. Yes, the Emperor dies, gives you the amulet, tells you to go find this guy, and after you go through this whole sewer level, bam! You see this colorful landscape. You see this vibrant cityscape. And like, just the sense of adventure takes hold of you. And I don't know about you guys, but I barely ever do the fucking main quests in these kind of games. I'm just like, woo, let's get all the loot. But like, I need to be honest with you, right? Because this remaster was like getting hit with a fucking, or no, I'm sorry, I have to redo this. This fucking remaster was like going back to my roots to get hit by a fucking tree. Like this remaster, and keep in mind, right? I did play Skyrim before Oblivion. Skyrim is number 5. Some people say it's the worst version. I think they're both equally good, but like both have their merits, right? I'll get into Skyrim in a little bit, but like Oblivion, right? The main perk is the custom ability, or like you're able to make your own spells. At a certain rate, you could do almost anything in this game. There are a couple limitations in hindsight, like you can't become a werewolf, but realistically in this game, why would you want to? That would just like be overkill, I guess, because of how godlike you could become at the end of the game. Like I think when I played this on the 360, there was a point where hello, talking about video games, how's it hanging? So there was a point in this game when I played this on the 360 when you could hit someone once with a little like beam and they're dead. Just
Hmm.
like how the fuck? Like you can't do that. You can't do that in modern games anymore. You can't. But yeah, no, this whole game is this giant adventure like where you get to pick who you are. Like you get to pick your race, your gender, what kind of, job and thing you are good at, and all your like perks and skills and shit. And I think that like the ultimate like trial through fire would be press random on everything. Just like fucking random, like I'm an orc. I'm good at juggling. Like I don't know how that's going to be useful, but like yeah, but yeah, no. So this game, right? Its benefit to the gaming world, I think right now, and the reason why I brought up the price increases and all that, they did not need to give us $50 for the base game and $60 for all the DLC. And by the way, for those of you watching at home, $60 is the base price for most like modern games. It's being artificially pushed to 80, but most people I don't think are going to go for that, right? Like I don't think anyone in the right mind is going to pay 80 fucking dollars for a video game. And keep in mind, right? I actually agree with you make a $60 game and then you like, here's $20 of DLC, here's one pack, here's two pack, that's okay. You could do that. That makes the game last longer in longevity, in terms of like, you do need like this money for the budget. I understand, that's fine, but like do it in a way that's not unethical. Like fucking this remaster, right, slaps in the face of everything we've seen before. Like Bethesda, the company behind Elder Scrolls, they are fully aware that there is a team making a project called Sky Oblivion, where in which the Skyrim model is essentially recreating every single like area, quest, and character from Oblivion and incorporating it into the base game of Skyrim. Not only is that fucking dope, but Bethesda essentially gave them the keys to the kingdom. They gave them the source code to the remaster of Skyrim Oblivion. How amazing is that? That we live in the world where fucking instead of being punished, like so give you an example, right? Nintendo like they flagged every single Pokemon fan game ever made within the Winks here. Yay! Wink. I'll restart what I'm about to say. So Nintendo, they false flagged well, not false flagged, they have rights to like DMCA like fan games, but like it's just bullshit. Wink. Hello couch comedian. But yeah, example for like, bullshit. Like Nintendo flags every single fan game ever, right? That's just like a known fact, right? Any fan game of any Nintendo property is flagged, right? It's taken down. But Bethesda, right? They see, oh yes, there's some like people making a mod for Skyrim that will put Oblivion in there. Let's give them the keys to the kingdom. Have all the source code, boys. There you are. It's just like, damn, guys, y'all are so cool. Like, I fucking, like, not only is that such a cool move, but like, God, this was at such a perfect time. Like, the price increases, the freaking, like, new consoles that are about to come out. And I'm sitting here with my PS5, just like, did anything even really come out? Like, how long has it been since I had the PS5? Like, and I Googled it, right? It's 2000, like, 2020 was the year, and it's 2025, and I'm like, fucking nothing came out in 5 years. Like, I'm
I
playing
know.
shit that I came out on the
Wow.
PS4, and it's just like, okay, okay, I guess that's just how we're doing it. But yeah, like remasters are like where it's at right now. I guess that we're in the age of remasters. But this particular remaster, like unlike the ones that I've seen before, the graphics are actually a lot better than like you'd expect. Like what I was expecting is an upscale, like the same graphics but like on a different tint, like Grand Theft Auto that happened to like all of those games on the PlayStation 2. Um like I'm not even gonna bother making any examples. There are three of those games. Fucking dude, but you go into this game, right? And things actually look pretty good. Like you put this on YouTube even, and this game looks pretty fucking good. And the fact that you can choose whoever you want to be, you can literally go out there and be a salesman if you want. Fucking you can go be an assassin and go take over. You can go join the thieves guild and like become the leader of that, become the leader of the mages guild. And okay, so people often criticize this game for saying, well, why does everybody just put you in charge? And my critique to that is, okay, all these people are lazy. They're all complacent. They finally found someone who gets shit done, and it's you. But the main the main like crux of this game though is, right, it's called Oblivion. It does not take place in Oblivion. It takes place in this island called Cyrodiil, the capital of Tamriel. And guys, I gotta say, I played three of these games: Morrowind, Skyrim, and this one, Oblivion. Cyrodiil is like the bougiest out of all of these fucking places. Like this is like, I feel like I'm in like the fucking suburbs of like the medieval times, because like this goddamn fucking place, right? I go in, right? And I'm expecting, right, the guards to be like kind of regular, right? These fucking guards are badass. Like these guards, right? These guards will kick your ass for no reason, right? Like you'll like be like checking a barrel and they'll be like, "Stop! In the name of blah 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 blah." And I'll be like, "Yo, chill. I didn't even take anything." Fucking like seriously though. Like and this goes into like one of my favorite quests, I guess. Like or the main quest I'll go into first, then I'll go into like favorite side
Hey, I
quests.
got a question.
Question.
Is this like a role playing game?
Yes, this is a role playing game,
Okay.
RPG. But what I like about this, originally on the 360, this combat was kind of jank, right? And there are even videos like back in the day criticizing the combat in Oblivion and Morrowind especially. But I want to say for Oblivion, the combat back in the day was all right. Like I played it when I was in high school at the end of the 360's lifespan, and it was all right. But now, the combat is fucking great. You get a run button, you get to slash, and like there's more animations for like hitting.
Okay.
Um, I think the biggest problem with the OG version, right, the 2004 version, you would have one animation for slice and dice, and that would be it over and over again, or one animation for magic. That is so boring. this game gives you the option of, I guess, or not option, but it gives you the ability to not get bored of it because there's so many noises and like options and like you're not going to be able to remember them all is essentially the point, I guess. And I guess it gives this more life and more character, I guess, because the main character doesn't really say anything. It's just you. I guess they say things in terms of like someone will ask you something and can respond, but they don't really have any character choices other than what you give them. Oh, hello. But I gotta say, right? Like the main plot of this game, right? The Oblivion Gates are popping up all over Cyrodiil. What are the Oblivion Gates? These giant gates, literally to hell, where these devil dudes are coming, rushing into towns and pillaging everything, and only you can stop them. And I gotta say, guys, I was very, very young when I played this game. I think I was like 16 or so. I gotta say, right? I was and very much so patient when I first went through this. Like I would like whittle down the enemies, get to the top of the towers, right? And like that's how you do it. You'd get into the gates, find the tower, get into the tower, climb it up, and right, there's all sorts of enemies and like fucking like dudes, the summoning shit and like attacking you in all which directions. And like as long as you get to the top of the tower and press the switch, they're all dead. I didn't know that. I thought you had to kill everybody. And now, as an adult, knowing that, I immediately fucking ignore everybody and I'm just running to the button. Fucking, I am so happy I know that, right? I would be trying to whittle down everything and trying to get fucking like beat everybody just like, "Oh yeah, I got it, right? That's how you win." No. Like there are actually specific sections where I would recommend beat the enemies just to get their weapons, but like if you're good, I wouldn't recommend I wouldn't recommend like fighting like every single one. Like there are certain like Oblivion gates you can really just cheese. Um but yeah, no. The whole point of the game, seal all the Oblivion gates, freaking help the Dragonborn, Martin, which is literally his name, which is fucking weird since other people in this world are named fucking Frodnar and shit. And like, I'm just like, hey, these are my sons, Martin and Frodnar. Like, fucking, what are you talking about? Like, what? Like, yeah, but this whole series, right? Skyrim was my introduction, and I gotta say, right? Skyrim is a fucking challenge and a half to get into because of how hard the intro is. For starters, right? Here's the biggest difference between Oblivion and Skyrim. During Oblivion's tutorial, you can pause, save, and as soon as you are exiting the sewer, the game asks you, do you want to change your race, character, class, anything you want, you can change about your character. So you don't have to redo the intro ever again.
Oh,
You could
cool.
just make a whole new character. Skyrim. You have to sit through the same painstakingly long intro every single time. And keep in mind, right? I've been very very minimal with like the lingo from this game because I don't want to like overwhelm y'all. But in the intro of Skyrim, the words Stormcloak, Imperial, High Elf, Dalmar,
Dumb.
Akatosh, and fucking High Rock are all mentioned within the first 5 minutes. And I gotta tell you, as a person who had no idea what this whole series was about when I first played this game, I had no idea what the fuck they were talking about.
Hmm.
Oh yeah.
Like, yeah,
Oh.
yeah. But,
Um,
like, So I went through this game, right? There's a whole section just like Oblivion where you go through a sewer, you go through like a whole section where you learn the mechanics, you slash and you like use the bow and arrow and all that shit, or the magic, whatever you have preference. But you exit and you see this whole open world. The graphics are as good as ever, especially nowadays, right? Because there's an HD Skyrim every other
Yay.
year. Which is weird. Skyrim's been remastered 6 fucking times, and Oblivion's only gotten one. Morrowind's over here just like, I'm like fucking 35 years old. Can I get a remaster?
Oh,
No! That's a joke, though. Morrowind, I think, is 1997? I don't know. I know it was on the place. It wasn't on the PlayStation 2 or Xbox. Or no, it could have been. I don't know. Don't quote me on that, Carl Jr. But
Girl.
fucking oh my god. But yeah, no, this whole series, guys, the Elder Scrolls series, it kind of took me by a fucking like chokehold because I'm over here Skyrim as a fucking I guess 15 or 16. What year is 2011? I'm gonna just say I was 15 or 16. Fucking I'm playing this game, right? And I've never played an RPG before in my entire life. And I'm just like, what do I even do here? Like, what is the goal? Like, and I know there's an arrow telling me where to go, but like, what the fuck? Like, but like, and I'm just sucked in because at one point some guy is just like, "Hey, take the sword," and I'm like, "Okay, cool." And I just go messing around with the sword and I kill a chicken, and then the town guards are chasing me, and I'm like, "What the fuck? I just killed a chicken! Like, is this really worth you killing me over? Like, fucking asshole!" And like, I'm thinking, right, this is like Grand Theft Auto, where like I could just run away and they'll be like fine after I come back. I run away and I come back and they're still after me. And I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? And I had to have a friend sit down and talk with me to explain to me how I'm doing everything wrong. So so number one, I picked a Nord. I don't know why I picked Nord as the race I picked, right? Because like in these games, right, there are like Nord, there are Khajiit, like so. I'm gonna just quickly explain everything. Nords are like the ice people who are like pale fucking white. Like these are like the fucking Viking motherfuckers. The Khajiits are like the cat people. The Argonians are the alligator people. The Bretons are the fucking pale ass white people who are really good at magic. The red guards are the really 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 strong black people who, and I swear to god guys, this is not my description, this is the game's description. The red guards are the black people who are really strong, and like they're from I think Helgen or something, yeah. And there are even more like the orcs and like the fucking I'm trying to think of other ones too, but like there are I think three more, like the high elves, the wood elves, the dark elves, like all those motherfuckers, right? If you pick
So
any of
cool.
those fuckers, depending on what you do, right, it'll affect your stats. It'll affect like, oh, you're not good at a bow and arrow because you picked high elf. They're only good at magic, and it's like, what the fuck? How was I supposed to know this? And I picked Nord, right? And I wanted to do magic. And my boy is literally looking at me, and he's like, Blue,
Or tell the
how the
story time.
how the fuck do you expect to be a mage as a fucking Nord? And I am so fucking like offended because I'm like, I'm afraid to do the tutorial
I
again
don't even know
because
what the
I'm
fuck
like
you
that.
talking about.
Oh, Skyrim. We're talking about Elder Scrolls. You down?
Oh, I know that is. Okay, I got you now.
Word. Okay, so I was talking about how like so my boy was roasting me, right? About how so I didn't know this. I was brand new to this game, right? He was like, Blue, how the fuck are you trying to be a Nord mage? Because I'm over here like fucking, oh yeah, I got the spells, I got everything. Like I thought I was fucking kicking ass. I had the fucking bound sword, I had the bound bow, I had like all the one hit KO spells. I was fucking killing it. And he was like, if you were a fucking high elf, you would be the ultimate, like, you kill everything. And I'm just like, I kill everything anyway, And like, and in my opinion, right? in my opinion, you could do whatever the fuck you want. Fuck what he was saying, you know? You could be a red guard and be a bow and arrow guy. You could be a fucking wood elf, be into magic. Who gives a fuck, you know? It's your story. But I'm gonna tell you the but because I gotta be responsible. But if you want to do a bow and arrow, I would pick wood elf. But if you want to do magic, I would say pick Breton. Don't pick high elf. Bretons are the best for magic. Fucking but what you call it? Yeah, guys, this game is fucking wild, right? Like you will like go into the woods randomly and there'll be like a dog that's like, "Hey, could you help me?" And you're on like a giant ass quest, right? And like and that's just normal, right? It's Skyrim. Like that's just fucking regular. Like someone will come up to you and be like, "Please, my family needs help. They need to help." And like there's a fucking video you guys should need to watch it if you ever get the chance. Fucking Skyrim badass. Like fucking just the way I feel, right, with all these NPCs, right? Sometimes I'll like quick save and be like, "Kill all of you." Reload. Okay, back to normal. Fucking dude, I'm not even joking, right? Like some of these shits, like, but comparing right Oblivion though to Skyrim, I want to say that they're equally good, right? Like there are parts of both that I love. Like the main story of Skyrim is pretty boring. The same with Oblivion. The side quests of both are fucking excellent though. Main question though, was it faithful? Was it faithful? There was one thing I found earlier that I think y'all motherfuckers would love to know. So in the Dark Brotherhood quest, y'all know this? Probably not, but I'll tell you anyway. So in the Dark Brotherhood quest, fucking you go up to this door the first time in the original 2004 version. You go up to the door and there's a
Mm.
woman skeleton and five like fucking ghost kids, right? You go in, the thing asks you the thing, you go in. In the remaster, right? There are seven. And people are like, hey yo, this kind of messes up with the lore, right? Cause like the lore is that woman fucking sacrificed five kids or something. I don't know. Oh god. Sorry. Fucking controllers are fucking messing me up. Damn. Yeah, no, guys, I fucking played this whole goddamn storyline, right? I played this whole goddamn storyline, and I gotta say, it's note for note essentially the same goddamn quest. It's same goddamn game, and I gotta say, right? People were trashing on this game like this whole week, right? People were saying like, "Oh, well, Oblivion doesn't hold a candle to like Elden Ring," and I'm like, "My guy, you're comparing Disney World to Universal Studios, my guy. Like those are different beasts altogether. I feel like. I feel like this is a better example, right? You're comparing fucking a Bug's Life, right? You're comparing a Bug's Life to fucking Toy or not even Toy Story. Fucking what's a new one? I can't even, guys. I can't compare. I can't compare. You're comparing apples and oranges. You're comparing two things that are not the same fucking thing because like Elden Ring is like a difficult game, right? For those of you who don't know, that's like a game where you actually need to pay attention. You can't just wing it. Like if you're not prepared for every single fight, you're gonna die. Like there's one boss fight in that game, right, where you get like a chain that like fucking like every time you use it, it like magically like nerfs down this like big ass dude, like this magical like demonic ass guy. Like it like chains him down and it makes it easier to fight him. And I'm just like, who the fuck would think to do that, you know? Who the fuck would think, oh yeah, I know, I'm gonna backtrack all the way to like this location and like grab a chain and use that in the boss fight? Obviously I did. Um
Huh.
fucking yeah, no, but Oblivion is more like you have a fuck ton of magic spells and a fuck ton of potions, and you're gonna fucking brute force this boss fight no matter what. fucking guys, like Oblivion is like one of those games though that I need to say this. I needed this game right now. Like we're going through some fucking times, right? Like and the fact that it was $50, right? $50 when games being $80 is like now becoming the fucking standards is like thank you. Thank you. Like fuck, man. Like I'm down to pay the $60 just for the DLC and all that shit. Like so people joke about the DLC, right? Like they joke that the DLC is about like just like horse armor for Oblivion. Nah, bro. So the fucking horse armor is like the last thing you should worry about. First thing, right? You get to go to this island of Sheogorath, right? This motherfucker is the most insane asshole you've ever seen in any video game. He's like the Joker on steroids. You try to hit him and he teleports you in the sky and he's like, you shouldn't have done that there, laddie. Well, enjoy the view. And he falls to your death. And it doesn't matter if you have like the fucking feather boots or like the fucking potions that make you not able to die or the magic that makes you fly. Like, no, 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 fuck you. You're dead. Like, dude. But like genuinely though, like this game has I want to say some beautiful parts to it, but also a lot of like things that like I don't know, like it made me think like in terms of like how I did back then, like the challenge of the Thieves Guild, right? Was really for me now in terms of how many save states could I make? Because I fucked up. And here's a tip for all of you out there. When doing the Thieves Guild, there's a quest where you need to pick up a dead man's pair of boots. And if you do not pick up his boots, you cannot progress. I did not know this. And when you're going through the Thieves Guild quest line, you're obviously sneaking around a lot, and I was sneaking around. I didn't think about this at all. The ghost didn't see me. The ghost didn't see me, so it didn't appear, so I couldn't fight it.
Huh.
I was so sad, guys. I was so sad. Like, God. Like, I had to reload like 6 times. I had to redo so much shit. And, like, at this point, right? Like, after that, I was like, okay, I'm hard saving every single fucking time because I don't want to redo any of this ever again. Like, fucking, like, oh my god. And it's easier the second time around because you don't have to really think about it. But like when you're going through the Thieves Guild quest line in Oblivion, like it really is a matter of like, have you stolen enough shit? Good. Here's the new like thing you got to do. And honestly, right, when you compare the Thieves Guild quest line to Skyrim, it is again apples versus lemons. Like Skyrim's like Thieves Guild plotline wasn't nearly as compelling and it wasn't nearly as fun. All you do in Oblivion's Thieves Guild quest line for the most part is go to each town and steal as much crap as possible. That is fucking awesome. And then you get your big jobs, which is pretty much steal this magical item from this hyper secure place. And every single time it ends with you getting it, and bada bing, bada boom, you get your paycheck, you get your gold. Fucking. But here comes the end, right? Spoilers. Skip ahead. Maybe I'll put a timestamp for those of you in the comment section. Check ahead. What you call it? So when you get to the end of the Thieves Guild quest line, you meet the person named the Gray Fox. Now, the Gray Fox is the leader, and most people think he's not even real. There's wanted posters of him everywhere, all over Cyrodiil. Everywhere. Like, in all the towns, right? Not just the capital city. Everywhere. And like there's one town, right, that like there's a guy there who is like, "Oh yeah, I know this town looks like it's a Skyrim town, but it's actually quite nice when you go inside the buildings." And I'm just like, "Damn, dude, I thought Skyrim was pretty cool." Like, fuck, man. Like, I'm over here sitting and thinking about like where the other people come from. Like, I want a game where like we see where the high elves are from. Like I'm sitting here thinking like, oh yeah, Citadel's the rich people area. Like, oh no, bro. Fucking the Altmary Dominion, like where the fucking high elves lives, that's where the rich people live. That's where the 1% live. Like
Hmm.
I saw a video, right, explaining like politics through fucking Elder Scrolls, and like this is it. And keep in mind I don't agree with any of this. Ulfric Stormcloak is increasing tariffs on things like wedges of cheese because he wants to make Skyrim great again. Really? Why does he want to do that? Oh, because the elves are increasing their prices too. Oh, those assholes. And it's just like, what the fuck? Like, I heard that earlier today, and I'm just like, why are we putting modern day, like, tariffs didn't exist in the medieval time? They did not. Fucking. Hey, yo, Jacob, that guy's recording. He's not real. Well, he's real, but he's like a robot. Just because I saw you eyeing him, I figured you deserved an explanation.
Huh. Imagine that.
No problem, dude. I got you back, yo. But like, what you call it? These games, though, like, I gotta say, like, they have the best side quests of any game I've ever seen. But the main quests, for me at least, for me, I didn't care for the Dragonborn story in Skyrim. I didn't really care about, like, you know, the Blade story in Oblivion. Because and this is the brass tactics version of like Oblivion, right? If you do the main quest, you go in, you find the Dragonborn Martin, you become a blade, you do all this like badass shit, which is cool in theory, but like I guess my problem is really like it all feels very manufactured. And that's not to say this is a bad game. I actually think it's fucking great for its time. And even Skyrim, right? Oh, we got Mac. How we doing, Mac? What's good? We're talking about Oblivion. I don't know if you played it. Oh no, it's okay, bro. A Skyrim? Okay, cool, Skyrim. Well, we're talking about all of those games honestly tonight. Fucking but yeah, no, I was talking about my experience with this like original Skyrim, and then I sidetracked. Fucking so here I was, right? I think I was like 16 or 17, like or 15, 16 in high school, 2011. My buddy is looking at my character and he's like, "Why the fuck did you pick a Nord and a mage?" And I'm just like, "I don't know." And like I'm going through, he's basically telling me everything I did wrong with my character. And like I'm going through again, and I'm like, oh, this is what I'm doing right. Fucking. And I'm going through the entire storyline, like, and I'm just like, awesome! I beat the main quest. What do I do now? And then I join the Dark Brotherhood. And this entire time, right, I was like the good guy. I did all the right things. I fucking gave money to the beggars. I did all the fucking right things. And then, like, one day, this woman abducts me, and she's just like, all right, there are three people in front of you. Kill one of them.
Hmm.
And in my mind, I'm just like, well, clearly I should kill all three of them. And that's how you join the Dark Brotherhood. Fucking not gonna spoil anything for the Dark Brotherhood because honestly that is a mission and a storyline that is worth seeing in both Oblivion and in Skyrim, I think.
Mm-hmm.
like actually I think I will have a spoiler moment, but you watching at home, skip ahead, please. So, here's the big difference between Skyrim and Oblivion's Dark Brotherhood storylines, right, guys? In
Mm-hmm.
Skyrim, they basically give you, I don't know, I want to say the best like possible outlook in terms of like what they give you. Like the Blade of Woe, as long as you're over level 19, that's a fucking OP ass weapon. Like it
What?
does like health absorption, fucking you're fucking killing it. Like if you go in too early though, it'll be weak forever unless you're good at smithing. So beware. Um the Dark Brotherhood and Oblivion, it gives you the Blade of Woe as well, but it only works once. Keep that in mind for
Mm.
later, right? Put that in the back of your mind. Fucking and everybody kind of likes you in both cases except for one. In Oblivion, there's a Khajiit dude who doesn't really like you that much. Fucking you go in and out, right? You're fucking doing like your murder quests on both sides, and then one day, right? One day you get a fucking contract from Lucian LeChance in Oblivion, and he tells you there is a traitor amongst our midst. You must kill
Dang.
every single one of your members of the Dark Brotherhood. And guys, this is right when the Khajiit that didn't like you starts to warm up to you. And it's just like, God damn it, dude. Fuck. Like, so that right there is better than any. Hey, dude, can you mute yourself? So that right there is better than any quest that we got in like the Skyrim Dark Brotherhood. The fact that you had
Mm-hmm.
to kill all of the fucking other members of the fucking group. And then, right, let's add it on to this. And then you go in and Lucian LeChance is like, all right, I'm gonna start giving you my contract or your contracts through drops. And you go in, you get your first drop, go kill this guy. You do it. You do that like 7 or 8 more times. And
Mm-hmm.
then Lucian LeChance fucking mugs you and is like about to kill you. And dude is like, wait, the shocked look on your face. You don't even have to say anything, right? In this entire quest line, you can say nothing. Fucking and Lucy and the Chance is like, well, I guess you weren't the traitor. And it was revealed, oh, the actual traitor fucking made you kill other members of the Dark Brotherhood. And I'm just like, damn. Not only was that a good twist, but you yourself killed every single member of the Dark Brotherhood nearly. And then the traitor's revealed. You are basically named the listener by the Night Mother, like they summon her, and like so in Oblivion, her voice is very soothing and grandmother like you hear her and she's like, "Oh, hello, listener. I have some contracts for you." And she's not like British. She's like very like grandmotherly and like she sounds very sweet even though she's not she's talking about murder. Fucking in Skyrim, she sounds like a fucking worn out like demon hag, and I'm just like, what happened to her within that 1,000 years? Like she was a ghost this entire time. Like what made her fucking like I don't know. Like what happened over that 1,000 years? Who hurt her? I think it was this guy who fucking killed all the fucking members. But genuinely though, like when you go into the Skyrim Dark Brotherhood quest line, there's this fucking dude who appears named Cicero, and he starts babbling on like a madman, screaming about how like the player character, the Dragonborn, is the listener, and like you don't want to believe it, nobody else wants to believe it, but like then you hear the Night Mother talk, And it's like, oh shit, I guess he was right. Well, actually, no, he says that after you hear her talk for the first time, but nobody wants to hear it. And God, like the way in which this all unfolds, that like the current leader of the Dark Brotherhood betrayed you to sell out, like to protect everyone else, and she gives you like an uber powerful version of the like original weapon she gave you. And the same thing goes with the like Oblivion version. They give you a stronger version of the Blade of Woe, which I tried this out in the arena quest line. That thing fucking two-shotted one of the major champions, so I ain't complaining. This was a great fucking quest line. It gives you a horse. It gives you some of the most badass weapons in the game. Like in both cases, honestly, and in both cases it gives you a good story because you assassinate a fucking empress in freaking Skyrim on her wedding day. God, that feels so heartless. Oh my goodness. Um trying to think of what else is like would stick out. To compare the Thieves Guild quest lines though. So within Skyrim, you're in this underground sewer and it's pretty dingy, I think on purpose, just to show how we've hit hard times. And that's okay. I get that. But it's kind of lame, and I wish that they could upgrade at some point, or at least get some better lighting. Like, God, guys. Um, in Cyrodiil, in Oblivion, the Thieves Guild is in the waterfront district, so they have sort of dingy, like, sort of houses made of wood. Wherein most houses around here are made of like cobblestone. Um, when you look at that difference, honestly, the Thieves Guild looks better in Cyrodiil, even though like by a standard that it probably isn't as good because they're just shacks. But I don't know. I'd rather live in shacks than a sewer. I'm very sick of all these games putting in sewer levels, Like all of these fucking sewer levels. Like I think, and like, it's a real testament to these games, right? Because you can go back all the way to the first Elder Scrolls game, Oblivion. That fucking game started out in the fucking dungeons or the sewers. I guarantee it. There is no way around that. Like, all of these goddamn games, fucking, Oblivion, Morrowind, Skyrim, you're out in the fucking sewer, you're in the fucking like dungeon, you're about to be fucking killed. Like that's all these goddamn games. But I think that really highlights the freedom aspect of this game because you're bound in the beginning and you freaking like have this freedom to do whatever. Because there is a point in Skyrim, right, where I did everything. And this is what happens the next time you enter a town, right? There's an Ebony Knight who literally, that's what his name is, the Ebony Knight. He walks up to you and says, "Well, I've done everything. I've beaten every boss. I've conquered every challenge. The only thing left to do is to fight you, the Dragonborn." And I'm like, okay, cool. And this is what happened when you reached level 82, which was the former level cap in Skyrim. I think now the level cap is I think 100 something. I don't remember specifically, but you go up to the mountain and you fight this guy. And so I know I didn't mention this before, but in Skyrim, you have a unique power that you don't have anywhere else. Like I keep on saying, you're the Dragonborn. So that means you get to use the dragon powers, which means you get to fucking shoot fire out of your fucking mouth. That is amazing. And that's like one of the powers, but like another one, I think the most iconic one is where you get to go Fus Roda and it knocks everybody over. Like it knocks them, I think, 5 feet or 6 feet, like
Hmm.
all the way over. A couple of them, they're called shouts. they allow you to like see enemies from distances and stuff, or like it allows you to like make yourself invincible. Um, like some of them even let you freeze your enemies or like curse your enemy. It's like so fucking cool. And I'm going up to fight this guy, right? And he fucking Fusro does me. And I'm like, holy fuck, this guy can do that too? And I'm like, all right, so what else he's got? He's got a health leeching sword, which is one of the best weapons in the game. He's got like ebony armor, which again, some of the best armor in the game. And at this point, right, I have dragon scale everything. Like dragon bones are my armor, which is actually like the top, like the highest of whatever you could do. My bows are made of fucking, my bows and my arrows are made of dragon bones. Fucking, so this guy is like hitting me like fucking rapid fire, and he's kind of making a couple dents, and I'm hitting him and I'm kind of making a couple dents, and I'm just like, damn, we are actually equally balanced right now. This is weird. Like, why couldn't the whole game be like this? Is what my thought was. Is like, I want like a whole bunch of these guys. Fucking, and like the battle rages on for like, I think 25 minutes, and he kills me. I try again, fucking kills me, and then I'm just like, wait a second, hold. I have not been using any of my fucking abilities because, like, I have like a whole like fucking basket of abilities, and I've been playing this on or on hard mode. I've been just using my sword and my bows and shit. Been using none of my fucking magic, so I fucking paralyze that motherfucker. Like I shoot him with a paralysis bow, he can't move for 20 seconds. I turn into a werewolf, so he can't attack me during the like transformation. I fucking go ape shit on his ass, which he's still fighting back, which fucking kudos to him. Fucking he's down to half health, and like I'm still going ape shit. Fucking I'm doing like the, I think you can do like a werewolf call, which like calls the other werewolves. There's like three other werewolves attacking him too, and he goes down. And I'm just like, I had to fight him with other people. That's bullshit. So I try it again. I don't know why I'm like this. I don't know why I'm like this, guys. So I try it again, and I'm just like, okay, this time I'm gonna try summoning without like the other, like, so when you summon like other werewolves, I feel like that's not fair because werewolves are OP just one. When there's like fucking four or two, that's like incredibly not fair. You know what I mean? Like, so I summoned like a flame anarch. I summoned like a fucking um like a wolf. I summoned like all of the like small things while I was attacking him. I used the magic, and he went down. I used the shouts too, like everything in my pocket I used, and like I beat him, and that was the end, right? That was the end of Skyrim. And that's when it was right around the time of my birthday, and my friend got me Oblivion around with Fallout 3, but I love both those games, by the way. They're both solid. Um it just really, like, in my mind, just it like was the ending, right? Like when I killed the Ebony Knight, it was like, well, this is the end. I did all the DLC, I did all the like quests. Like my character in Skyrim had a wife and kids in a house that he built with his own hands. Like my character in Skyrim, guys, had a full goddamn life. He did every single
Hmm.
quest. Like, and I'm not exaggerating when I say that. Like, people say, oh, excuse me. People say, like, oh, you can't do everything in Skyrim. Motherfucker, I did everything in Skyrim from age 16 to 18. From, I think, like, whatever year, senior to whatever before, 2 years before sophomore to senior. Yeah. Sophomore to senior year, I fucking played Skyrim like every fucking day, and I did fucking everything, and it was one of the coolest gaming experiences I've ever had because going from Skyrim to anything else is like fucking whiplash because of the lack of freedom that you have in other games, right? Like I'm going in and I'm playing a game like Grand Theft Auto, right? Why can't you just steal the clothes in the store? Why? You can in Skyrim. You could literally steal like an entire store blind. Having the option to is good. You don't need to do it, but having the option to is nice. Fucking. But yeah, no, going back to Oblivion Remaster. Oblivion was that game I played after Skyrim, and it was jarring. I'm not gonna lie. Going from a game that was basically at the end of the Xbox 360's life to the beginning of the Xbox 360's life. Um, because people don't often like remember like when you compare like so Grand Theft Auto 4 to Grand Theft Auto 5, those are the tail end and the tail beginning of the fucking like the generation, because Grand Theft Auto 5 at the time was like probably some of the best graphics you've seen, but now it kind of looks like it is one of those old Christmas cartoons, like with the Santa Claus and Rudolph and all. It looks like one of those. The story's still pretty good, and like you can mod it on PC to have HD textures, so no complaints. But I don't know, like when you compare something like Oblivion, like the old version, I cannot tell you how grateful I am that we did not get a Grand Theft Auto trilogy treatment for Oblivion, because God, they didn't just upscale it. They, from the ground up, made an entirely like new experience that's exactly familiar to what we had back in 2004. Like, God, like it's just so good. But I think I should wrap up here. Thank you for coming. Oh my God, this was a great GG. Thank you for coming to Generation Games. And remember, you can play Oblivion even if you don't have an Xbox, a PlayStation, or a Nintendo Switch or Switch 2. If you have an Oculus Quest, you can play it on Game Pass with only an Xbox remote, compatible with your Oculus Quest 2, 3, or whatever what are the other Oculuses, but yeah, with your Oculus device. So yeah, and you have Game Pass free for 3 months with Oculus. So if you want a chance to try Oblivion Remaster today, go ahead and boot up your Meta Horizon Oculus or Meta Quest today. Oh my goodness. That was a thing. That was a thing.
Good
Thank you.
show.
Thanks, Carl. Carl, you could tell King Carl.
Carl, you still there?
And Carl's here. King, I'm sorry for traumatizing you. Or, well, other blues, sorry for traumatizing you. Because I'm clearly schizophrenic. Okay. Alright. Oh, my voice hurts